I just heard the news that Sam Asghari, which I should have known, which I should have known. I should have known that I should have known he was in it for the money, because she's Britney Spears. She's Britney Spears. Who else? Who else? I mean, who else is gonna? I don't know who else is gonna do any more damage. Do any more damage to her? I think her family and the media has done really enough damage, and now on top of that, her boyfriend or husband is demanding more money in the prenup, which honestly, it didn't surprise me in the least, because Kevin Federline, or should I say Kevin Federfuck, is another one that was all about the money. And you remember that little public statement that he wrote in the bathroom? Fuck a wife, I want child support. So you see, he doesn't love his kids. He loves the money that he's getting for those kids. And I know why he's moving those kids away. Why he's moving those kids away from Britney. Because he does not want the gravy train to be over. And he's really, really pissed that it's going to be over in 2 years. So he's moving them away from her, just so he can keep it going until they're 23. This woman has literally been savagely abused for so many years by so many people. It amazes me that she's willing to just continue getting up and taking all of the punches. It's like Rocky said. It's like Rocky said to his son, it's not how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And God is he so right. And my mother, tragically, she was a victim of this as well. Because my mother was such a special human being. And I don't mean like she was handicapped. I mean, she was like the most specialist human being in the entire world. And practically everybody savagely just emotionally beat her down. And my mother continued getting up. Emotionally, she continued getting up every single day and taking all of those punches and taking all of those emotional punches. She continued to take it. Because my mom was a good person. My mom was a wonderful human being. But, yeah, I think that's why maybe when I heard Britney Spears' testimony, it was really triggering. It was really triggering. It was really triggering. Because I witnessed the same shit that my mother went through with so many family members. My mother went through the same thing with so many family members. On my dad's side, they my grandmother my grandmother was the worst of them all. It was the worst of them all. My grandmother was the worst of them all. It's really, really tragic when someone is just given the gift of being one of the best human beings in the world, and you know, and they're automatically a target. But my mom, man, she never gave up. She never gave up her faith. She never gave up her faith in people. No matter what, man, my mom was always wonderful to people. No matter what they did to her, she was wonderful to them. Anyway, yeah, anyway, yeah, hearing Britney's testimony again, every time I hear it, I really wish that I could literally just meet her and just tell her, well, you're not the only one. You're not the only one that was a target. You're not the only one that was always chosen to be a target. I remember, yeah, I mean, everybody's heard my story. Everybody's heard my story. I mean, I was pretty much a target in school. I was pretty much a target for bullies in school. And it was pretty demoralizing, and it's pretty much traumatizing. I was punched